say a special thank you to my committee, because they've been here from the start, and we've been doing two meetings a week, and it's been pretty vigorous. I didn't know it was going to be like this when I got started, but it's been great. And I want to thank everybody who's here. I got Knights of Columbus here. I got some people from we're just outside of the district. I got a lot of old friends here, some family. So it's really great to have this kind of support. It helps us get through the times when we don't have as much support to turn out. So I start off by saying thank you. And for those who don't know me, they might say, well, what is the dentist doing? The dentist who's got an established practice, what's he doing going out and getting into politics at this point in his life, especially for a congressional race nonetheless. So the reason I'm running is because I'm concerned about our economy. And I'm not just concerned about the $5 a gallon we're going to be paying for gas or we're going to be paying for milk, but I'm concerned more about like the $53 trillion debt deficit that we have when you add the obligations into our current debt. For us to pay this off, it would come out to $175,000 per man, woman, and child to alleviate this debt. But more importantly, I'm concerned about the mindset that this comes about. David Walker, who was the former comptroller for the United States, says it best when he says, we're mortgaging the future of our children and grandchildren at record rates. And he said this is not only fiscally irresponsible, but it's immoral. So I'm running for Congress for economic freedom for you and for our children. But as I said, I'm a dentist, I'm not a politician. And by all rights, I should probably be seeing patients now, but I'm in speech. So for those who don't know me, real quick, I've been married for 33 years to my wife Jane. We have 4 children, 2 grandchildren, and I've been blessed. I got my dental degree down at the University of Maryland 25 years ago, 1983. And I practiced 24 years right on Frederick Avenue in the 7th District in Baltimore City, inside of Caton Avenue. So it's been a good practice. And I may not have experience in federal government, but in a lot of ways I see this as a positive, because I may be more open to accept changes that we need to get a responsible government back. And I don't have experience living off the federal dole, but I do have experience living by rules that result in a balanced budget, rules that result in good business decisions. So in my 25 years of practicing dentistry, of operating my dental business, I didn't have the opportunity to just write checks without having money in the bank. Or I didn't have the opportunity to borrow money like Congress does without knowing how they're going to pay it back or when they're going to pay it back. And I didn't have the opportunity to shun responsibilities that were implied or stated in my license. So when I get elected, I'm going to push for a balanced budget, because we cannot continue to spend money that we don't have. I'm also going to look at the earmarking of appropriations, because I think we should have a little more visibility, a little more clarity on where we're spending millions and billions of dollars without having to dig for it. I'm also not going to vote for any new taxes. I think the problem is spending. So all these are going to result in good economic moves, and they're going to result in economic freedom for you. But before we actually get there, I think there's 2 points that we have to deal with. One has to do with federalization. The ability to take any program and call it a federal program, the next thing you know, it's on the budget. When our founders set up the country with the Constitution, they defined the powers for the federal government, and they limited those powers to specific powers. Everything else was to be made with the states or with the people. And our federal government has grown, has usurped powers. Currently, there are dozens of departments and agencies that do not have a constitutional mandate. So if I'm elected, I'm going to try to transitionally defederalize or eliminate these programs. It's not going to be immediate kind of thing, but we got to get a hold on this. To give you an example, in this short period of time, Oklahoma, their state house had a vote, and they voted 93-3 to tell the federal government to stay out of their business and to respect the 10th Amendment. And I think this is the kind of responsibility we got to demand from Congress.